All right, what does this guy got? Marcelo's all in. Let's go.
No. Oh, but you can't at the table.
Film? Oh, I can't film?
No. You
Okay.
have to delete.
Count them up, baby. Count them up. We don't bluff. We go all in.
And that's KGB. I saw this guy walk in today, and I remembered playing with him about a decade ago in Los Angeles. Are you getting that same vibe?
I know this guy, and he is hilarious, no question.
Yeah, he's. I think he's funny, kind of mean, but great all around.
Pocket Kings 3-bet 1,000.
I know a chemistry like
Couple suited aces.
What is it? Fine.
Modern. Are you copper and ceruleum?
One
Because
fold.
you're cute.
Oh
I've
man.
heard that one before, right?
Boom.
Okay, so you don't know the periodic table.
Works every time.
Jesus, Dagger. Like, what the fuck was it?
That's pretty good.
That is classic.
Video.
30 years ago, you probably didn't expect to be living this life.
Listen, sometimes you win, sometimes. Yesterday you got me 20 G's in 2 hands. 3 times smaller game. Boom, boom, boom. That's it.
Who?
Everybody. They flop set over set and I got aces.
You flop it.
Down a little bit. Alright, we had a good session. That's too good for me. Fuck, you sound good.
We've got a $25, $50, $50 big blind ante game. We've got Garrett in the mix, KGB, and Mariano. Make sure you guys are there. We've got some predictor questions for Wayne. Who's going to be the biggest winner, Wayne? I guess he means that will probably be Garrett. All right, who will be the biggest spender or loser in the game?
KGB, you're gonna lose.
I stand extremely corrected.
Yep. Lin, ripping it in for 10,000. KGB, puck committed with everything he does that with. And
No, of course. Why
Once
the
or
fuck?
twice? Once or twice?
KGB asking if she has the straight, and I believe so.
Kings.
You have the straight with no flop or turn or river
I think
on
she
the
has
board.
the straight.
I think she. I mean, maybe
I'm about it.
KGB possibly foreshadowing here. Is that?
Yeah, an unfortunate spot for Lin, which she.
It's a very good flop for me.
Oh my gosh!
Although I need specifically a 7.
So we need a 7, we need a jack, an 8, or a queen.
No.
And a queen on the river, excuse me, no, KGB rivering the
okay,
top
the king-
end of the straight.
Whew.
Whew, the table is safe for now. I thought we'd be seeing chips flying. The chair on the other side of the room, KGB flopping top set and dead. To backdoor hearts, backdoor straight. Queen of hearts on the turn.
Okay, this makes things a little interesting.
A spicy meatball tossed in, and 6 of diamonds on the end. Lin. A bit of a misstep there.
And you see these big fields come in. GTO and solvers are only really applicable if your opponents are playing.
Between L and KGB. KGB flopping an overpair, but nothing for L to continue with. KGB has a bluff, bluffing with the overpair.
Give him that too. Give him a little meow meow.
Yeah, KGB, you have to meow now. It's the rules, or you don't get the saw right there. Completely out of line. L taking none of those today.
Yeah.
But yeah, I tend to agree with what you said. I hate the fact that these kids, and I do say kids nowadays, I'm 26 years old, so I certainly can fall into that category. Default a little too much to what a game tree would replicate, and following just that as a baseline strategy will get you in a ton of trouble as the game continues. And KGB limp raising the pocket jacks to about 60% of his stack. Edgar out of line pre-flop with king 9 suited.
That's a very hefty raise from KGB. It's girthy.
KGB
That's the word I'm looking for.
Telegraphing his hand, saying he's going to see jack.
I don't have enough.
And another word I can't say on this.
Yeah.
We're all thinking it.
But Edgar not offloading his hand. This is essentially an all-in from KGB. So Edgar, essentially, with $1,000 invested, would have to commit 10,000
Got him.
to win that 1,000 back. Got him.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised Edgar was contemplating. I think he was just trying to think
To
things
agree with what you said, I hate the fact that these kids, and I do say kids nowadays, I'm 26 years old, so I certainly can fall into that category. Default a little too much to what a game tree would replicate, and following just that as a baseline strategy will get you in a ton of trouble as the game continues. And KGB limp raising the pocket jacks to about 60% of his stack. Edgar out of line pre-flop with king 9 suited.
That's a very hefty raise from KGB. It's girthy.
KGB
That's the word I'm looking for.
telegraphing his hand, saying he's going to see jack.
I don't have enough.
And another word I can't say on this.
Yeah.
We're all thinking it.
But Edgar not offloading his hand. This is essentially an all-in from KGB. So Edgar, essentially, with $1,000 invested, would have to commit
That salad looks amazing.
Actually, I'm gonna
10,000
Got him.
to win that 1,000 back. Got him.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised Edgar was contemplating. I think he was just trying to think things through a little.
Just going dead. I'm literally just going dead on both boards, like, and I put it in so bad, you know.
That's pretty crazy. Be drawn dead on the flop in a double one pot with a 10, right? It's like
no, it's pretty easy. It's pretty fucking easy, obviously. And like the story checked out. Like I'm like, I checked.
He's trying to make me
I was like, I checked. I was like, if he bets and he raises, then I should probably fold. KGB, whatever, like whatever you.
My ex-wife.
Whatever you're doing, yeah.
I just want to win something, anything. Nah, quarter's a little low. I'd like a little more than that.
Only Lin can get him. Nobody else. He's in love with Lin. He's in love with Lin.
I don't believe that.
Why? Because he's so nice. He never hit on you or something.
You might want to make
That's why.
because he's coming in here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, KGB's chilling. That's pretty funny.
Exactly. Yeah. So, you know, for those of you struggling with a variety of emotional control issues in poker, rest assured, even after 15 years, like, I barely had it figured out at all.
Yeah. We're about halfway through our show. We will be back tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific. So make sure you have subscribed. And we ask that you hit the like button just once per show. It helps us out, the algorithm. And if we get to 4,500 likes, which we're not that far away.
It looks like we have a sweat here, though. Yeah,
we have a good sweat.
I feel like people are really going to need to hit the like button here if they're trying to get to the 4,500 mark.
They're going to get a whole interview series that we did a couple years ago during COVID. That's, I think, pretty good.
All right, option. What was that?
And I just want to, you know, this is just such a classic, like, mix of poker right here. These 8 or 9 players, like, this is poker right here.
I messaged you.
Hold on.
On Instagram, too, I haven't heard back yet. Whispering? No.
So that's DJ Washburn.
Taking back my Patron.
He subscribed to my Patreon page. I did see that. I didn't know who DJ Washburn was, and then I saw that he was on the show tonight, and I Googled him or whatever, and I put 2 and 2 together, and he says he messaged me on Instagram, and I didn't reply, so he's going to cancel.
Oh, wow.
He doesn't know that I'm just a boomer that doesn't use Instagram.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make that right.
Oh, man.
Plus, he's like easily one of the coolest guys in this lineup, too.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to make it right. Meanwhile, we have a pretty sweet hand here. KGB going for the raise here.
He has a good hand. When you have 10-9 offsuit and it comes Jack 7-8, different suits.
Yeah, and I think Ronnie made a big bet into him, and the sizing here, kind of small, given stack sizes. I like it. Everything about this is brilliant from KGB. Most importantly, flopping the nuts against
that was smart.
Top pair with a blocker.
I think he's played 2 hands tonight and flopped the nuts in both of them, or no, one of them he had aces.
Ronnie's had a bit of a rough go of it lately, and he's run really bad, I think, for a little while now. So it would have been still time, but it would have been nice to see him run a little better today, and that's a really bad card for him, too. Now he's got a double gutter and top pair and only a pot-sized bet left. This is a mess.
And the best he can do is chop.
I just don't see how you can fold your hand here. I don't know. There's an argument that you could, but... Oh, and it looks like stack sizes have been updated, so it looks like they have a little bit more behind there. So...
Yeah, he can just call here. He does not want to see a 6.
Yeah, so I'm sure he's just going to call here, and we'll see what happens. But another awfully cold deck for Ronnie, who's dressed dapper as all hell as always.
You see who's in the chat?
Who's in the chat?
Juju Y. You know who that is?
Is that Julie?
I believe so.
Julie, shout out. Julie, I went on a very long rant today, hoping the chat takes it a little easier on the women who play on the show. It will probably do nothing at all. But
no, it's going to make it worse.
It's going to make it worse. Yeah, like just 1 million incredibly sexist comments are coming, you know. But All right, so let's see what happens on this river. I don't know what KGB is going to bet, but definitely not
5,000. He's going to bet 5,000.
Not a fun spot for Ronnie. The other problem here too is like that 8 hitting on the river does, and Ronnie reads hands really well. Oh, he checks. Fascinating. Ronnie should definitely check here. I will go out on the limb and not be nice about it. There's just no reason.
Doesn't look like
here.
a check.
Yeah, this is really bad, unfortunately, from Ronnie, who makes a lot of great decisions when he plays, but this is just not one of them.
It might work.
This is just ridiculous, like what's going on here. KGB has the easiest snap here ever. I honestly I just think it'd just be disingenuous for me, like in these egregiously clear spots, for me to just like gaslight, the players, the audience, like whatever. Like KGB needed to bet the river for sure. Ronnie needs to snap check, and KGB, given as played, needs to snap call this. Not close at all. But this may go to just Ronnie just having such a tough go of it lately that his head isn't on straight, and man, I've been there so many times.
So you say it's black and white, which,
and I almost never say that.
Right. So that means it is.
Never. And it does.
That means it is. Yeah. Here's the bad news.
Yeah. And I think, the question Ronnie needed to have been asking himself there, and maybe he was or whatever, is like, what am I trying to get to fold by shoving here? And I just don't know. I wouldn't even know where to start with what range he's trying to get to fold there.
Yeah.
Jack 7 exactly. I don't know. Or what, or
he's
like beating Jack 7
KGB
actually.
Doesn't have. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try to guess or whatever. So,
because the following Friday after the slow roll, you seemed as ready as you ever do to play a session. That's why I wondered if you did something extra.
Yeah.
Had some bulletin board material, something like that.
No, unfortunately, nothing like that. But yeah, no, I mean, I do hear that. Some days I'm quieter. Whatever. I wouldn't say I'm more intense in those situations. That's sort of just a function of what's going on with the table talk. In some games I'm in, it's just like a quieter environment, and I don't really like that. I don't think it's great for the game and whatever, but I'm certainly not going to just sit there and, listen to myself talk.
If we brushed over or not. He plays people heads up, yeah? Is he the guy that beat that kid with long hair, just like crushed his soul?
That's right, Landon Tice. So in a fun internet sequence that all took place on Twitter, Bill and Landon started negotiating terms for a heads-up battle, in which inevitably, I believe Landon gave him, and don't quote me on this, I could be wrong, but I believe it was 8 or 9 big blinds per 100, which is an egregiously large number, and one that I think many savvy people, despite the many unknowns, really liked Bill's side from the start, assuming that he was going to put some work into, because beating someone for that amount, if you're studying, is a lot. So give Bill credit for taking on that challenge and putting in the work, and obviously getting Landon to quit, fairly early on. And with that said, Landon was a young, certainly ambitious up and comer, and give him credit, of course, for having the balls to do that. And I've spoken with both guys, but I've spoken with Landon a little bit on the internet, and he couldn't last night in terms of the various extents of it, and some people are, lifelong need to sort of be on medication to deal with that, and, I'm definitely supportive of people in that situation, as long as they're sort of working with a good psychiatrist to diagnose that. In my case, my mental health struggles, fortunately, were never that severe. But they were there, and they were very serious. And really for the first 30 years of my life, I was pretty often rather unhappy. If I'm being honest. So hopefully, he's able to turn it around here, and that wasn't the beginning of the end for the poor guy.
KGB can almost do no wrong here with the short stack and aces. It's already 1,500.
Victor 3-bets to almost a third of his stack. KGB's in this weird spot here where, like, no matter what he does, especially given his stack size, it looks extremely strong.
Right.
So it's like, I don't really fault this sizing. I don't really fault the shove. I don't really fault a flat call. It's all kind of just opponent dependent. I think sort of just like in a vacuum, all three probably are pretty close and it doesn't matter. And you just kind of pray you're coolering someone here.
I think he went the best route.
I think it's fine, sure. I think if he has a decent bit more, probably re-raising pre's fine. I think with his stack being so small, even if the pot goes like 3 or 4 ways, it's not too bad either. But he does get Victor to call, and that's really what you're looking for. You have a 0.2 stack to pot ratio.
The graphics are wrong.
Oh.
He has. I can see 6K right there.
Yeah, so he probably added on another 5K, huh?
And didn't tell the dealer magic.
Got it, yeah. Got it. And so in that case, given his stack size, I think Victor's call pre-flop with such a pretty hand is also just fine. And now I can't imagine this hand is anything but over. But I feel Victor's pain.
You probably don't know this, but when a player adds on, they need to tell the dealer.
Oh, yeah, and so I do know that, and I just ignore it every single time.
That's KGB. I saw this guy walk in today, and I remembered playing with him about a decade ago in Los Angeles. Are you getting that same vibe?
I know this guy, and he is hilarious, no question.
Yeah, he's. I think he's funny, kind of mean, but great all around.
KGB goes for a very small bet. Sile likes to take a price when it's close, from what I've observed. Not sure if she feels this is close enough. Nope, she puts it in the muck. Now she checks, and
tournament here,
KGB's got a bluff. You're going to peel 8-6 of diamonds on this board.
But they were just like, oh,
Can't imagine not betting when check two.
Bro, you buy a piece. You really want a piece. You watch me play here and you want a piece of me. Wow, that warms my heart.
He gets the better of her in this matchup.
You're gonna run it up in this tournament. Give me all your chips.
You think?
I don't have time for it. I think I said that a few times.
Well, I'm not kidding you. How much would that is?
Lucky. I always need to get lucky somehow. You gotta suck out on life, you know. Yeah, you gotta suck out on life. If you don't suck out, how do you win, right?
You can play good hand.
Well, still, you might lose. You might get sucked out too. Yeah.
KGB, that's not very nice.
26.
Yeah, that's my plan today. When I see you playing, I was like, I'm gonna suck out on you at least one. You know? At least one. I'm only asking for one. Probably not gonna be that expensive, but it'll make me feel good.
KGB, always an unpredictable player, puts a 3-bet squeeze with King 7 offsuit.
That's why they call him. Oh my goodness. Oh!
King 7?
King 7! Oh my god, it scared the shit out of me.
Put the KGB thing on.
Yeah, KGB, we're the...
Did you
Where's
raise?
my son?
That's right.
Oh, you open.
Advertisement.
All the monitors are down. That's not a pun.
Good play, good play. Whatever. Good play.
I mean, he was trying to. But
Only because the real can win on pot is garbage.
Punt.
KGB, nice.
Hey, Willie, you want some wine?
The only hand I can.
Okay, this is absolutely insane. Pocket kings versus pocket queens. He flops a set. I flop top set. Now this motherfucker flops a set on second board. God damn it. Run it out. Only a king can save me. Oh, I got him. I'm sorry.
That was the burn.
I got him. I got him. Holy shit, I got him. I got you in both. That's why you don't play short deck. Pocket kings in short deck, 3 runouts, high stakes.
That's what I think about it. If you can't handle the heat, get the fuck out the kitchen.
I'm losing my mind.
Aces versus kings, we ran it out 4 times. He quartered me.
Where's my other king, the fuck? Give it to me. Give it to me. I need it.
It's too late, buddy. Nothing can save you. This is why you don't play short deck.
I'm losing my mind. Fuck.
Let's run it out.
Trying to limp in, but anything
Okay, thank you, Pierre.
Sickening game. Sickening game, bro. It's the devil's hour. So glad I stayed.
Yeah, go. I saw you reaching for shit. I know.
Yeah, boys.
Diamonds on the River, Bally's Big Bet Poker, live at the bike. Hope I can get back in here with the future. A lot of fun with you guys this week. It's not over yet, though. We got plenty of time today. We got a mystery hand from KGB. Like those beads. Man, looks like he meditates. Very zen. Taking a sip of the Fiji. Robbie's out.
Jack 4. Oh, no.
Wow.
KGB shows the bluff.
What do you expect me to have?
See, now I know how you play.
Now you do blind, and then I bet 1,000 and you fold. That's how you do it.
I'm like
What's your
screaming. Just kidding.
The problem is that she only had king high.
I had king.
Very zen. KGB. Like those beads. Man, looks like he meditates. Very zen. Taking a sip of the Fiji. Robbie's out.
Jack 4. Oh, no.
Wow.
KGB shows the bluff.
Yeah, you.